Somebody please tell Dr. Umar Johnson that black men in the UK are not going to be listening to his advice or his way of life when he's telling them to stay away from white women and to stick to black women. That is not going to happen. Black men in the UK are heavily dependent on the economic security that white women provide. Black men in the UK get into relationships with women. I'm talking about adult men, not teenagers who still live at their mum's house and don't have life pressures on them. I'm talking about adult black men in the UK get into relationships with women to find a place to live for free and to find a place where they haven't got to pay bills. That's why black men in the UK are in relationships with white women on mass amounts, on mass levels. Because white women will lie and do benefits fraud to basically allow her man to live with her for very long periods of time, 10, 15, 20 years, where he doesn't have to pay any bills and he doesn't have any big financial commitments. Black women are not having it. I'm telling you, as somebody that's been with black girl after black girl after black, bro, I've been in relationships. My relationships have all been with black women. They're not allowed. They cannot respect a man. They cannot respect a black man. They cannot consistently have sex with a black man. They cannot love a black man. They cannot talk to a black man nicely. If he's had to move into her life and she's had to provide security for him, it will run out very quickly. He won't get longer than 12 months in that kind of situation. So when Dr. Umar Johnson is saying to black men, you need to stick with black women, he needs to go beneath the layer and start talking about black men's mentality and black men's attitude towards economics and towards family economics, basically. Man them get money, they buy loads of trainers, they buy loads of designer clothes, they go on holidays, they go to restaurants, they rent cars, they finance cars, they cheat on their girls by booking hotels and all of that. They spend their money like that, but they ain't spending no money on owning, possessing and maintaining a house in the UK. And because they're not doing that, they need white women. Do you understand what I mean? So I go on American social media. I follow a lot of black content creators in America, and I realized that a lot of black men in America, I don't know about in New York or in LA, but a lot of black men in different parts of America have houses, bro. That's part of their pride as a man, as it should be, to have your own house, to maintain your own house, and to fall in love with a woman that can walk into your security and you can provide for her and she doesn't have to worry about paying bills or how the house is maintained. That's what a lot of black men in America are on. In the UK, you must be joking. Black men are not on that. No way.
White women who only exclusively date black men.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory because they're hot. The fuck? Duh. And for me, I don't find white men attractive. I don't find Mexicans attractive. I don't find Asians attractive. I don't find Indians attractive. It's just not attractive to me. Like, the only thing that I find attractive is black. And I have a husband now, and, so I only find him attractive. That's just what it is. I don't know. There's not anything more to it. Just a preference. Just like if you're born and you don't like mustard, but you like ketchup, just because you just prefer ketchup, and mustard does not satisfy your taste buds. So that's just what it is. Like, of course, I've dated probably every single race, but it's just not what I find attractive. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. There's nothing deeper to it. It's, at least for me, it's literally just straight up, they're beautiful. And I don't like light skins. I like you to be dark, and as dark as possible, the better. But I can only go so light. My husband's like right in the middle. He's not super dark, but he's not super light. He used to bleach his skin, and I was like, no, honey buns, don't do that. So, it's really that simple. Like, I really don't understand, like, why you're like, why do white women only like black men and not date in their own race? Because they're hot, like I said. You just find them attractive. Like, there's some people that that only find Asians attractive, or they only find Mexicans attractive, or they only find white people attractive, or their type is only every race except black, or their attractive their type is only white women, or only Mexican and Asian, and that's it, or only Indian and whatever. Like, it's just a preference. It's not anything deeper than just a preference. Okay? I don't know what kind of answer you're looking for, but like I said, for me personally, I've dated all races. I don't really find any other race attractive. Like, you know, I was just a kid. I didn't really know what I liked. Now that I'm an adult, I know what I like, and I love my husband. That's who I'm attracted to. And yeah, it's that simple. So, yeah, I don't really understand what you were trying to get, what answer you're getting. Like, why do you like chocolate cake? Because you fucking like it, because it tastes good. And you don't like vanilla because you really like chocolate. You could eat vanilla every once in a while, sure, but you're always gonna want chocolate.
Do not date a grating, yeah, who only dates black men. No. Do not date a grating, yeah, who only dates black men. Cause it won't work. Yeah, it's get out all over again. Yeah, if you're attracted to a grating, cause and all her exes are black, run, cause run. You need to get out of there, cause run. No, seriously, run. It's not, cause it's not. It is get out all over again, cause if you date a grating, yeah, and all her exes are black, that is a red flag, cause you need to get out of there, cause it's not worth it. It's not worth it, yeah, because there's no requirement. Because you look at that thinking, raw, all her exes look like me. Like, what was the requirement? Like, just be black. Was that the requirement? To get the tuntun, yeah, man just had to be black. That was the criteria. Is he black? Then he can hit. We can't do that, cuz. At least like me for me, yeah? I'm a funny guy. I got sauce and that, I got drip. But there's no requirement, yeah? I don't want to see if your ex-guy who is black that you dated, yeah, is like dusty, no trim and wears boat shoes, and then you're going to date me and say, love you, man. No, cuz no, I don't. I would have grated with like a little bit of seasoning, cuz yeah. Man needs the grated with like a little bit of seasoning, yeah. Because if you're dating any Tom, Dick, and Harry and they can look like anyhow, it's cap, cuz yeah. You need grating with a little bit of seasoning, cuz yeah. These gratings need a little bit of seasoning, cuz some paprika, some all-purpose, yeah. But they can't be just dry out, cuz I've gotten to them before.
5 reasons why I prefer dating black men over white men. I don't need to say the obvious. But in addition to the obvious, they're also very adventurous lovers. And they want to do all the nasty things, and they like really nasty girls that look real pretty. Secondly, they're gentlemen. They never forget their manners. Always opening doors, pulling out chairs, walking you on the inside of the sidewalk. Number 3, they love to treat their girls. They like to get their girls' nails done and their feet done. That's not a white guy thing. It's not. Number 4, they're very masculine. I love a masculine man because I am kind of like a alpha female personality. But I love when a man makes me feel like I am safe to be feminine. And I find that with a lot of the black guys that I've dated. Number 5, no matter how old they are, which I tend to like older guys, like in their 50s, like 50, 52, 54, 56, that's right in my range. They never get old. It's almost like age is grace to them. And they're always sexy. White hair, no.
Wait. What are y'all doing? What are y'all talking about? Are y'all out here messing up the game? I just gotta ask the question, because if y'all out here moving with different standards for different demographics of women, or different women from a race perspective, just because they are a different race, or are y'all just simping across the board? Because if y'all out here dealing with chicks that's saying that they're alpha female, and look, I get it. Y'all sent me this video, and you know I like to do my research. I went through and I started looking at the comments, and I'm very disappointed in y'all. I thought that I was going to be reacting to a video based off of the differences between black men and white men, or white women and black women, and all of that. And I'm very disappointed because y'all are the ones that are putting the batteries in the back of these women. And let's be clear, they're all the same. I stand on this, and I know that this is going to be the video that y'all probably disagree with me, but I believe personally that Western women are all typically the same. Now, of course, we're going to have some anomalies out there, right? You're going to have some that's not a part of the majority of Western culture. But if y'all think that white women move any differently, of course, you're going to have some extremities, right? If I believe that, for the most part, culturally, that a lot of black women are a little bit more mouthy. But at the same time, I believe that a lot of white women are a little bit more, how do I say this? Deceitful. I think they finesse y'all a lot. They do. They project themselves to be one way, but they will absolutely take you to the cleaners and take everything that you got.
What are the actual differences in between dating a white man versus dating a black man? Now let's get into black men. Y'all already know there's passion, there's connection, there's that deep soul chemistry you cannot fake. But then, red flag number one, a lot of black men struggle with vulnerability. He'll go through hell, bottle everything up, and still try to act like he's good. Meanwhile, you're begging him to talk to you, to open up, to be real. And he's like, I just don't like talking about stuff. So now you're the one carrying all the emotional weight in the relationship. Red flag 2. Consistency. You might get love bombed in the beginning. FaceTimes, deep convos, plans for the future. And then, on a random day, poof, he goes cold. The messages slow down. Now, he's just been busy. Red flag number 3, that's build with me mentality. When he has nothing to build with yet. He's got no car, no job, no plan, but he wants you to hold him down like you're his wife already. Sir, I just met you. Why am I suddenly the co-founder of your struggles? Now, also like white men, there's a lot of good too. A black man who's healed, focused, and ready to love, he will love you so deeply, it's healing. You'll feel that man in your chest. He will protect you, speak life into you, support your dreams, and fight for you in ways that feel ancestral. But it takes work, and not everyone gets to that point. So what's the takeaway? Neither one is perfect. Both come with patterns, and it's about recognizing who's healed and who's still out here projecting their trauma on women. Now, tell me in the comments which one gave you peace, which one gave you stress, and which one are you never going back to again?
The interracial couple that bothers most people is black and white. And for me, it's really common for me to see black men with white women, and I'm sure that's a statistical thing. But even at the hotel I'm at, I have not seen any other couple with white man, black woman. Interesting. And you know what I wonder? Okay, this is not nice. I wonder why that is. Do y'all know? Can you leave it in the comments to let me understand why that is? Because I don't get it.
Different kind of black guys who usually date white girls, bro. There's the high value podcast listener. He's gonna watch Fresh and Fit podcast a lot. Rico Miami is a main goal to live in, or he lives there already, bro. He'll end up with a girl who's alternative and conservative all at the same time, bro. She'll have a lot of quotes on feminism, bro. There's a finance and corporate black man. He's gonna end up with a woman from HR who likes brunch in the office and things like that. It's a good chance he's probably the only black person in the office. He always ends up with somebody around him, bro. He's gonna have a super low cut, a watch he never takes a permanent cologne. See, her name is gonna be like Madison or something like that, bro. There's all the Tyler the Creator variants, bro. He's gonna carry a disposable camera around a lot. He's gonna end up with an indie Pinterest white girl, bro. Way into astrology, probably practice witchcraft here and there, bro. They both have Tyler the Creator on the mood board, actually. He's been catching whitewash allegations for too many years to count. There's the indie artist sauce who had the Black Panther dreads, maybe the small circle glass. And with the girl, they spend a lot of time going to thrift stores and stuff like that. Always date for a good 3 years max before they always break up. It will be a copy and paste. Like, he's gonna date a girl who looks exactly like her as soon as they break up. Also gonna be the extreme gym goer. He's gonna end with a girl who loves going to the gym, or she goes to music festivals a lot. As soon as they locked eyes the first time, second time they're already dating.
Make him mad, May. You already know what it is I'm here to do. On the last day of May, let's go. The reason why white women and black men couples are so common is because they have similar approaches in regard to problem solving. The reason why it's wise to believe an alleged sexual assault victim over the accused is because it's better to believe a potential liar than a potential rapist. 42 to 45% of men cheat in the UK and 48% of men cheat in the US. Do with that information what you'd like. Black women tend to be mistrusted and treated as though they're incompetent in a majority of their workspaces. The reason people think boys are easier to raise is because they don't raise them. You cannot fault women who pursue men for financial stability if you are a man that pursues women for their physical appearance. A lot of men actually find most pick-me girls to be boring and irritating, which is why they have a tendency to try to humble women they think are unattainable. And last, if you ever want to gauge a person's real self-esteem, analyze the person that they're dating.
Again, I feel like this is relevant to the South because I have friends who live in the North in like New York and other places, and they don't really resonate with this. But what I will say is it is so refreshing. And if you're not black, if you're not a black woman or a black man, please do not comment on this last point. But it is so refreshing and nice to see black men who like black women.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pause it there for a second. After living in America, a woman from the UK says it's refreshing to see black men that like black women. So this has been posted on UK Gossip today, and it's taken off TikTok. And basically that woman just had to stop it there because she said she went to America and it was refreshing to see that so many black men in relationship with black women, and apparently that does not happen in the UK. So I'm going to let the video play and then we're going to break it down. But I just thought I would just, stop it right there, okay? Let's get straight back into it.
Now, if you are black, you know what I'm saying. If you're not, you better ask somebody, okay? It is so refreshing, like, to see black couples, like, to see men pursuing black women and darker skinned women and natural women. And it's so refreshing. Like, having grown up in England, I'm not even going to go into the tier caste system of blackness. We ain't doing that in this video. But yes, my final point and observation and thing that I just think is so incredible is seeing black men pursue black women, love black women, respect black women, want to be with black women, want to have black children, want to have a black family. Like, oh my days, incredible. If you are black, you know what I'm saying. If you're not, you better ask somebody, okay?
Oh, I'm black. You don't get much blacker than me. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't know what the she's talking about. Honestly, I don't know. But before I dissect it, as I do, because I'm definitely going to get straight into this one, let's look at the comments and see what the comments are saying. London is one of the most diverse places to live, so of course most cultures here don't stay together. Come at her with your real profile. Just waffling. 90% of all black guys still love black women, and you lot just follow the washed out celebs, so it looks like black guys don't date black women. Had to like that. Black British Caribbeans date outside of the race. So then I commented, she went America, got her back blown out by Tyrone. Now she's back over here talking. Sorry, where is your black man? And comment like that is definitely get people riled up. So let's just quickly just go through it. Yes. Bro, look at this idiot. You imagine not getting by Tyrone pressed. Like, this is the thing. I don't respond to people who like that. And then, like, this is how it is. Work 91, you're idiot. Very, very weird comment for a man to make. How is that a weird comment? And this is what I mean about the internet. It's just full of weirdos. Like, just full of weirdos. Look, what does she have to compete? Like, what the F? No wonder why black people so dysfunction. Listen, when you look at the comments of these people in the comments, it really lets you know where we're at. But I want you to see I want you to see the hypocrisy, because I'm just setting the stage up right now, okay? And they hate the fact when you hold them for accountability. You guys can see the comments. They hate it, all right? And they're going to use this clip now to demonize and label all black men as men that don't love black women, and they don't love their mothers, and they hate themselves, and blah, 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 blah. The rhetoric is tiring, it's old, and yeah, okay? All right? That's what it is. It's tired, it's old. You guys in the comments, chatting breeze. Shout out to Black Love UK though. Ado, Black Love UK. Go look at that. Before you guys start saying black men don't love black women, look, this guy says, what kind of joke is this? Black American men like black American women, the same brothers that fetishize Latinas, Oriental girl, the same brothers who invented the term snow bunny. This is BS. This is what I'm saying. The same brothers that invented bunny, and if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Stop the cap.
Again, I feel like this is relevant to the South because I have friends who live in the North in like New York and other places. And they don't really resonate with this. But what I will say is it is so refreshing. And if you're not black, if you're not a black woman or a black man, please do not comment on this last point. But it is so refreshing and nice to see black men who like black women.
So she's going to start off patronizing. So she said, it is so refreshing and nice to see black men that like black women. Okay? Remember she said that. It's so refreshing and nice to see black men that like black women.
Now, if you are black, you know what I'm saying. If you're not, you better ask somebody, okay?
No, it's not okay. No, it's not okay. And I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm black, okay? Who am I supposed to ask? But let's go.
It is so refreshing, like, to see black couples, like, to see men pursuing black women and darker skinned women and natural women. And it's so refreshing.
Starts off pursuing black women, then it's darker skinned black women, then it's natural women. So let me tell you something. First of all, black is not black. Okay, the hue of black can go from the lightest of the lightest to almost albino, but still fully black, not albino, to the darkest of darkest, you know, Sudanese black or Ghana black, almost moonlight shining. All right. So this one image of blackness, no, we need to stop this, and we need to stop shaming, not even shaming people, making black men feel as if that if they pick a light skinned sister, that's bad. Because I've realized something. When light skinned, you know, guys pick dark skinned girls, there's never anything, no one ever bats an eyelid. Okay, and if we're gonna speak about natural, whenever I have spoken about black men, letting black women know that, you know, we embrace their natural hair and they don't need to conform to society or, you know, to job roles, we continuously get told, stop speaking of black women's business, keep out of black women's hair. What do you know? As if, you know, the black man is separate from the black woman. So she might be saying all of this, but in reality, what are black women really saying to us?
Like, having grown up in England, I'm not even going to go into the tier caste system of blackness. We ain't doing that in this video.
No, please do explain the tier system of blackness in the UK. No, please do, because I've grown up here too. And anyone would think that she grew up in Jim Crow era, the way she's speaking. No, please explain.
But yes, my final point and observation and thing that I just think is so incredible is seeing black men pursue black women, love black women, respect black women, want to be with black women.
Look, I don't know your background, but I personally have seen that my whole life, okay? I've seen black men doing all of the things that you have said. So I'm not quite aware what community. I'm African. I'm not sure if you're Caribbean or African, but what you're describing is essentially how our communities were built, okay? So I'm not quite sure what you grew up on, but I definitely grew up on what you're saying.
Want to have black children, want to have a black family, like, oh my days, incredible.
Guys, please don't listen to the propaganda. Don't let them make you think that black people are not marrying black people, not getting together. If that was the case, then there would be no black people, okay? Yes, a few men and a few women, probably more men, are dating outside the race and choosing to procreate, but that's them. That does not mean that we do not love each other, we are not married. This is just rubbish. She's just triggered.
You look so serious.
I'm like, where are my earrings?
Lip gloss. I have no idea what your earrings are.
I don't know. I love them, dude.
I love them. Well, they're good. So we've got the Hennessy, almost Hennessy out.
Lip gloss.
Best friends. You look cute together though.
God, I won't beat my face this whole trip. Because can't be honest.
I actually am Scottish, aren't I?
What?
Look at me, how white I am.
You think though?
Yeah. I can't wait for summer, guys. I'm going to get my tan back. Whit keeps sending me old photos of me just like, you sold me a dream.
No, I don't. He sends me photos of himself.
Say,
babe, I'm going to get hench. Watch me.
Guys, stay with me, okay? So this is Whitney and Lohan. I think they're from Love Island. Okay? So I just want you to remember, it hasn't been too long, so you saw the energy with the first post, okay, about black men not wanting to date black women in the UK and all she sees by a black woman, okay? And you saw the comments and the vim they had for black men and myself, okay? All right. Just want to make sure that you're following me. So let's look at the comments. I commented, previous posts, black men don't want black women. They don't date them in the UK, blah, blah, blah. And now it's, oh, when it's black women and white men. You guys honestly have mental health in these comments, okay? Yeah? And then you can just see the comments. Not you lot posting it straight after the previous post. Yes, straight after the previous post. Let's show the hypocrisy. And I'm like, yeah, so let me see your energy because I see what you had to say about black men. I'm tired of this rhetoric. Sleep with whoever you want, but stop saying it's because black men don't want black women. You just like your white man, and that's fine, okay? They should have won, but the UK always gonna UK. How bloody cute, humble and unproblematic. I don't know who they are, but this was cute. I just love them. They're cute. They work because they don't rush. Like, oh, man's throwing shade. Yeah? Lohan is cool still. You need melanin. Okay. Heart is cute. So look at the overwhelming support for black women dating outside of your race, yeah? But you cannot be the leader of the movement, okay? So you can, this is the thing.
But why not?
But why not though?
Why not?
Hold on, I'll tell you why. Because you will not find any other leader of any other community with someone outside of the community that's leading it. So here's the thing, okay? For example, I'll take it away from men. For women, Kamala Harris, for example, they want to sell you she's a black woman, right?
Yeah, of course.
Asian,
yeah.
whatever. But her husband is white. So it tells me the man that she chooses to lay down with every single night, the man that dictates to her how she looks at men, the people that lead her, it lets me know she doesn't have our interests at heart, bro.
That's
Trust me.
No,
because it lets me know about who you choose to lay down with and the family you build, okay? So, for example, if you want to be taken serious and want to be a leader in the black, you love who you want, bro. Love who you want. But the first thing they're going to do when you're talking about you're pro-black and you have yourself someone who isn't of your race or for your culture, they're going to use that to discredit you, my guy. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Why? Why do we do that as... Hold on, Nikki. Let me...
No, because...
Hold on, let me talk.
No, because how can you be... The whole idea is, yeah, how can you say you're pro any... You don't even want to sleep with your own woman. You don't even love your own race enough to sleep with a woman. Hold on a second. You say you're pro-black, yeah, but you're not even willing to lay down and sleep with a black woman. Do you know how brazy that is?
No, it's not.
I somehow ended up on the white women's side of TikTok, and they're sharing their stories of their relationships, engagements, and marriages. And there's a woman sharing how she is getting married for the 4th time. And so I'm scrolling through the comments, and all of these white women are sharing their experiences on how they've been married, remarried, married the best friend, and nobody's batting an eyelash. Like, this is completely normal. But in the black community, why are black women so shunned and looked down upon for moving on? And it just made me think about my personal story of how I got married one time, and the marriage lasted for 75 days before I asked for a divorce. I was proposed to 3 times by the same man, which I said no. I was proposed to 2 other times, and I am currently running away from marriage as we speak. Black men, we need to have a little bit more fun, don't y'all think?
What is it about black women still craving like validation from white men? Because I've been seeing like the Love Island UK clips, and obviously that girl is absolutely stunning objectively across the board. Don't make sense. I mean, it makes sense that someone isn't feeling her, especially from a white man. Like, to me, it shouldn't even be offensive. Like, a white person wanting a white woman should be expected, in my opinion. I don't really think it's that big of a deal, but I understand the programming behind black women constantly being positioned as like undesired or rejection, and you're strong and you're these things, and like I understand the constant projection. To me, that's all programming. It's behind, like, it's witchcraft. It's a spiritual battle, in my opinion. It's spiritual. It's not like, oh, we're just shallow. There's something psychologically deep about the constant push of like, let's make sure the forefront of black women are pushed as a space of rejection or space of like whatever propaganda they like to throw. It's clear to me, it's been going on like since TV's begun, you know, it's been going on for a very long time. And unfortunately, you know, if you don't have the funds to run the media, then this is just how it's going to be. So you just have to choose to not engage. I stopped watching Love Island UK like years ago because it was like, this is so gross. Like, whoever's casting, you know, whoever's setting things up lacks insight. Again, there's a lot of white people in the media industry, like tons, you know what I'm saying? So obviously it's going to be catered more to their experience. And again, it's not offensive. You have to let go of being offended by other people's forms of reality, because you only have this human body. You do not have any other choice but to accept it, because this is it. This is it for the rest of your life. So you either upgrade in the best way that you can, whether that's go under the table or do things naturally, or you hate yourself for life. You don't have any other choice. So it's either accept or hate. Accept or hate. So if you're just sitting here, complaining, and I think people complaining are probably children. I don't think it's like, grown adults. I think it's actually kids complaining about it, which makes sense. So obviously if you're a child watching this, understand it gets better. This isn't the reality of the world. Because again, there's millions of black people on earth, and who's giving birth to the black people if it's not a black woman? So how can we have millions of black people if we're not attractive? Like, doesn't make sense. So to me, all of this is just spiritual chaos, or, it's like a thing of pretty much just trying to mess up the psyches of people to control them. I mean, that's pretty simple to kind of understand. You just, as an adult, you get older, you just have to create your own reality. You have to not care. And again, everyone ain't meant to desire you. That's why there's so many different forms of attractive people. Like, what is an attractive standard is different for each, continent, mainly. And again, it's very normal for races to find each other more attractive than outside. That's very normal. It does get pushed on media too, like, black men don't like black women. Again, to me, if you're a black man and you can't find a lick of anyone your race attractive, I think you're just mentally corrupt. Not respectable, not smart either. You can't be. Sorry, it's not even like about me. It's just, you literally can't be a smart person and find someone that looks like you extremely unattractive, or you can't ever gain attraction from someone else. Like, to me, that's a sickness. I don't think you're okay up there. And you're easy to manipulate too. You're going to be very easy to manipulate if you have that sort of mind as a man. That's just common sense. But outside of that, as a woman, women have it a lot easier. We don't face as much rejection as men. So again, we do have it a lot easier. So you have to just build your esteem to know you're not for everyone. And just because someone doesn't want to have sex with you doesn't take away from your value. Desirability does not equal value at all. It doesn't. So understand that. So don't fall victim or fiend for, this man wants you, this man, don't fall victim for that, because you will lose yourself in the process if you're not careful, and all you will be is something to consume for other people and not yourself. So my point is, live your life, accept yourself, do not care about the propaganda of what's being said, black women need to struggle, black women need to be this, let go, accept your life and make it full.
I think the unattractive or the not desired white women tend to go black before somebody like a Marilyn Monroe or something.
So let me stop it right there. This is a narrative that I am definitely, and this is what white women should be talking about. Y'all keep talking about this other stuff, but y'all white women should feel a certain type of way that black women keep thinking that black men who date white women only date the unattractive ones. That is crazy. That is crazy. Because if you go look at Julius Randle's wife, Derrick Rose's wife, Shay's wife, Patrick Beverly's wife, it's some black guys out here with some bad white women. Every black man's not going to pick the overweight white woman or the white woman that lives in a trailer park or the what. And then you got to also remember something that we don't talk about when we talk about this topic is most white men do not prefer thick women. So a white woman who is thick or has a body figure that might be more associated with a black woman, it's a very high possibility that she might be looked over even by her own culture, by her own race. Because white men are normally used to like the women who look like Molly, and we all know Molly's married to a white man. But they look for the petite type women. You got Mika. We don't know who she's married to, but who knows? But Mika's very short in stature and petite. That's what white men go for. They go for the model look. Like even when we keep hearing this cliche that, they stole the way we look, they want to look like us. Yeah, but a lot of those women aren't even desired by their own kind because white men are looking for a certain look. Of course, a Marilyn Monroe wouldn't get picked up by a black man because that's really what white men prefer. That narrative that black men only date white women who are unattractive is so incorrect. Especially I can speak for myself. So it's just very, very incorrect.
Here's why black men date or marry outside of their race. Here are the reasons why. And before I express the reasons why, I am going to get this out the way. Bitch, nigga, coon, self-hater, I got a little dick, I got a big neck, I got this chain around my neck, I am a self-hater, boy, bye. I need to protect my black queen, I love me my black woman, and you's a coon. Now that I got that out the way, there's 3 things a man desire, no matter who it is. A piece of steak, a piece of ass, and a peace of mind. If you don't provide these 3, or have an attitude providing these 3, we seek it elsewhere. It may be from a beautiful sister, or it may just be from Becky, Marisol, Kim Porclomaine. Whoever provides those 3, that's where we will be. All this nonsense that we hate ourselves. Have you heard of a thing called environment? Because we are not smashing our moms, smashing our aunties, smashing our sisters who called us all throughout our childhood. We have a peasy head, nappy head. You ain't shit like your daddy. You ugly like your daddy. So when we go outside this wonderful world and we see something that's the total opposite, an Italian. And she's like this. Oh my God, she's like this. That's my bad Italian accent. We see that. We see Marisol. We see, hey, I'm intrigued. And there's nothing wrong with that. Lastly, how about you mind your business? Mind your business as to who we lay with and who we love. And worry about yourselves. Because you're the ones that make these videos of, oh, white man is, the white man is good, go over this side, girl. But you never see a white woman. You'll never see a white woman make a video saying, why are all the white men taking the black woman? Never. There's a reason why. Mind your business. Love who you want to love. Don't y'all say, love is love is love is love is love, though? Love who you want to love. And leave us chocolate thunder black men alone if we love Becky with a nice fat ass and provides peace of mind and a piece of steak. Insult away.
Absolutely. I just don't even think we speak about this enough, and I think it also has been putting like a lot of strain on mine and Josh's relationship. So the fact of the matter is, because of my skin colour, when I am in Uganda, people will assume that I have money. There is nothing I can say or do that will make them think that I am not absolutely rolling in cash. And then, because Josh is with me, they assume that Josh is too. And this means that no one takes Josh seriously. And it is really hard for him, and I do get that. So number one, people know he's with me, so they hike prices up for him. A lot of people say send Josh around on his own, but you know, people in Uganda, it's very different. Everyone knows everyone in a very different sort of way. And people know who Josh is and people know he is with me. So a lot of places, obviously if he goes to Kampala or something, it's different. But when he's going around Jinja, they already know. So they will already hike those prices up. Then when it comes to things like the car accident recently and Josh trying to deal with it at the police, no one is taking him seriously between the police, between the family of his friend that crashed the car. They all just say to Josh, get your Mzungu wife, so your white wife, to buy another car. As if it's that simple, as if I have that money, just like, I don't have that money. And it goes further than just, you know, strangers and things like this. It's even within Josh's family. So something I know that's he's finding really hard at the moment. And it's so frustrating because there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing that I can do to change what people think of me and our financial situation. So Josh's dad has been really, really poorly. And what usually happens in Uganda is families are huge and they all come together and all contribute a small amount and help someone. So he has got some hospital bills to pay. And where usually great uncles, great aunts, cousins, everyone would all pitch in and help and they'd get things covered, the whole family have said, just get Josh's wife to pay for it. So no one has contributed anything. And we don't have that money spare. We actually don't. Like, I'd happily contribute along with everyone else. And all Josh wants is for them to view me as they would view if he'd married
or was with a Ugandan. His parents do. His parents are an exception to the rule, but they were talking about like the extended members of family, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles. They just don't. And it definitely does put a lot of strain on me and Josh, because now a lot of pressure is on Josh, because if Josh doesn't find the money to pay for his dad's medical care, when we do not have that money, no one will pay for it because they're all expecting him to. And it's just, yeah, it is definitely really tricky to navigate. And I think until recently, I've underestimated how difficult it actually is for Josh.
I remember the first couple of comments that I've heard here, and they offended me deeply. And I've heard certain comments made ever since that offended me. The first couple of comments that were made were totally physically orientated. I didn't hear, and there's quite a few to keep pushing it in. It's only because I think that they became aware of the conversation, the direction of the conversation, that they started talking about what's going on up here. You understand? Because all of it is about, yeah, he's physically, his skin chocolate. I ain't chocolate, I'm skin, I'm human. You understand? Not talking about that. Right. Chocolate. That's offensive. That's offensive. You understand? And at the end of the day, the young lady up there said that she's got a black man, and that's a statement. Listen, the most racist statements I heard came from people who were in mixed relationships. You understand? So you don't have to lie down with me to prove that you've got me on the same level as you. You understand? I don't see myself as being better than anybody else. Yeah. I've never dated a white woman. I don't have the desire to date one. I can see a white woman and understand that she's beautiful. She's beautiful if I look on her and judge her by European standards. If I judge her by African standards as a black woman, then she can't come up with beauty. And that's what I'm traveling along. If a white man turns around and says to me, you don't want to date black women, I understand that, because he's judging her by his own rules. When I go around and I can only see beauty in a woman of another race, that says something about how I see myself and potentially the woman who raised me. The sisters aren't.
The question is, why is it that men, some men, not all men, because I can never say all men, some men prefer white women
Oh shit.
to black
Oh
women?
shit.
Why?
I can't
Oh,
answer
shit.
this. I can't answer this.
I want to hear.
Oh shit.
The reason why
I'm not here, you know.
especially black men, the reason why black men prefer white women than black women
Mhm.
is because your black woman got
Nah,
some
bro,
sort of
hold on,
attitude.
hold on. The last time they called you the
I
R
don't
word,
give a flipping
please.
toss. I'm talking my stuff, bro.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Your black woman, I'm not saying not all of you.
Ah,
Do you
thank
get
you.
some of you lot got some mad attitude for no reason.
All right.
Bro, you
There's
can't
not no reason. There's always a reason. There's
Nah,
always
trust,
a reason.
Trust me, darling. There's no reason. Cause there's one time, at Victoria Station, a girl dropped her phone because she was rushing for the train. I picked up the phone. I was like, yo. Turned around on some mad attitude. Oh, little sis, you know me. I don't deal with the attitude. I buzzed on her. I was like, brother, you think I'd rate you? Like, bro, you're meaty. Do you get it?
Are you serious right now?
So you're saying because
But
of
a
our
white lady can
attitude.
do
Because
that
of
as well.
attitude and how you lot think of black men. Because I was
But sometimes it's not always like.
Money Mitch. The only thing I
Man's
thought-
out of calling himself Money Mitch now.
Bro, man,
All right, I'm listening. Go.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know the guy's moving like man's chatting or what's bro?
No, like you trying to stand on business there. I don't like you trying to stand on like people are watching you, bro.